Hello friends, this is Raman Gill from tradingwithvenus.com. Today I wanted to share with you a couple of trades that we took in the trade room last week. One of the reasons I wanted to share this trade with you is because a lot of times I get asked the question, what do you base your trades on? So I wanted to show you some behind the scenes thinking that goes into taking a trade. So let's go on to the charts and I will explain. Here we are looking at a pound yen short trade. So going into the week last week, we saw that COT positions, the commitment of traders positions, had actually decreased for British pound. So going into the week, British pound was weak. And on another note, there were tensions going on with North Korea. North Korea had just launched another missile, and as a result of that, as the week started, the whole North Korea situation from geopolitical aspect was quite dicey. When we have geopolitical risk in the markets, usually the safe haven currencies benefit as a result. So Japanese yen is a safe haven currency. It goes up when there's risk aversion in the market. So the combination of the two is what caused me to take this trade. And of course, we always use we always use technicals in terms of taking trades. But I wanted to show you, besides the technicals, we kind of need to look at some other stuff that's going on in the market that can provide us some opportunities in terms of taking the trades. So there were two trades that we took. This was on September the 4th. We entered a pound yen short trade. From the daily perspective, the candle had closed bearish. And then going into the 15-minute chart, we look at this one here. As we can see, price has dropped previously, it went up, and then it had started coming down. So we see a nice bearish pin bar here, and we entered the trade after this one. Stop goes above the previous level here, making sure trade has some room to breathe here. As we can see, the trade was taken in the evening. We kind of let it run, and during the London session, as we can see, price dropped very nicely, and it dropped about 70 pips. So the profit target was a little bit lower here at 141.05. It did not get there, but we did get 70 pips in the trade, so you could have taken the trade out at any of this level. So once we see that the price is starting to pull back, it's a good time to exit the trade, because price, as we can see, is just constantly pushing up. So anywhere in here, it's a good opportunity to exit the trade, So in this one, so let's say somebody exited the trade after we have this big bullish pin bar on a bit of a pullback here, we can exit the trade. That gives us 50 pips in the trade from entry to exit. And then during the New York session, we entered this trade again. As we can see, price has not been able to break the previous resistance level. So we entered the trade after this bearish pin bar. So I waited for a pullback, and that was the entry. Stop can again go above this previous high here, because we want to make sure that there is room for trade to breathe. However, you could pull it closer here as well if you wanted a tighter stop here. So in this case, again, price went all the way into our S1 level, did not manage to get lower, and if we exit the trade after the bullish candle here, is 32 pips in the trade. However, what I like to do is I like to move my stop as the price continues to go lower. So at 20 pips I move it to break even +2, and then at 40 pips I move it to +20. So I like to trail the stop. So at the very minimum, you would have gotten 20 pips in the trade. And overall, so let's say if you didn't get 50 pips here, got 40 pips in the initial trade out of the 70, and then out of the 50 pips that price went down here, even if you got 20 pips, you have at least 60 pips in the trade between the two of these trades. If you would like to join me in the trade room, let me just give you a quick overview of what that includes. Normally, we do a weekly market analysis call that sets you up for trading during the week. For the members here, trade room members, I also have a private Skype group where I share my trade ideas and analysis, and members can connect with each other. I also send out live trades through Twitter Twitter. So you'll get the full trade setup with the entry, stop loss, and take profit targets as well. And every evening we do a live market analysis call where we go over to both the technical and fundamental market analysis. And of course, any trades that I send out, it will be a complete setup with where I'm entering the trade, where the stop loss, and where the take profit target is. I also do a members only webinar every Friday, which is more of a teaching thing where I will pick a topic depending on what's going on in the market, and I will teach on that topic. So not only do you get live trade signals, but you're also learning throughout this process. As a bonus, you will get my pivot point indicator if you want to use that. The cost of the service is $97 a month. And if you would like to join me, you can go to tradingwithvenus.com/trading-signals. So that's it for today. Have a great week, and I will see you next time.